Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4 and we conducted a survey on healthy food game apps versus unhealthy food game apps based on students' perspective via Microsoft Form. The objective of the survey is to collect information from the students to assess how these apps influence students' food choices and eating behaviors in real life. This survey also aims to evaluate whether healthy food game apps improve students' knowledge about nutrition and healthy eating habits. The form contains 10 multiple choice questions and we have collected 63 responses from the respondents, which are students, within 48 days. The details of the analysis on each response will be explained in this video.
Welcome to our presentation, and let's take a quick look at the result for question 1, which asks what is your age group. For option 1, 7 till 12 years old, we had one respondent making up 1% of the total. For option 2, 13 till 17 years old, there were 3 respondents, which is 5%. And for option 3, or last option, 18 till 25 years old, the majority, 59 respondents, represented 94%. In total, we had 63 respondents, accounting for 100%. The most popular age group is clearly 18 till 25 years old, making first with 94%. That's the breakdown for question 1. Stay tuned for the next result.
So we continue to question number 2. Question number 2, what is your gender? So we have 3 options, which is option 1, male, option 2, female, option 3, non-binary or third gender. So we can see option 1, gender male, respondent, which is 65%, option 2, female, 18 respondent, which is 29%, and option 3, non-binary or third gender, 4 respondent, which is 6%. So we can see in the graph, option 1 is the highest and option 3 the lowest. So our majority is male, and the percentage for the majority is 65%. So that's all from me.
Okay, let's move on to the question 3, which is what is your race? Option 1, Malay. Option 2, Chinese. Option 3, Indian. Option 4, others. This chart shows the racial composition of the respondent who participated in our survey, which is based on table and the graph. As you can see, the majority of respondents identify as Malay, accounting for 94% of the total. This is followed by 5% identifying as others, 1% as Chinese, and no respondents identifying as Indian. Apa nak kira?
Question 4. How did you first learn about food game apps? Option 1, App Store recommendations. We got 16 respondents and 25%. Option 2, friends and family. 23 respondents and 37%. Option 3, the answer is social media. We got 14 respondents and 22%. Option 4, advertisements. We got 9 respondents and 14%. And the last one is others. We got only 1 respondent and 2%. So we can see that friends and family is the highest among the other options that we have recorded.
Alright, now let's jump into question number 5. This question asks the students, how often do you play food-related game apps? For this question, we provided 5 options. So here are the data that we got. As you can see, the table and graph. For option number 1, 9 respondents who answered daily, which is 14%. 10 respondents answered weekly, which is 16%. The minority of the respondents choose monthly, which is 5%. The majority of the students answered that they rarely play food-related game apps, which stands 37 respondents, which is 59%. And the option number 5, Only 4 respondents choose they never play food-related game apps, which stands 6%. That's all from me.
Okay, let's go to the question 6. Which type of the food game apps do you prefer? So we have a 3 options: healthy food games apps, unhealthy food game apps, and no reference. There is same 63 respondent and 59% choose option number 1, healthy food games apps, and 22% choose unhealthy food game apps, and lastly 19 choose no reference. Thank you.
So let's move to question 7. The question is, how engaging do you find healthy food game apps compared to unhealthy food game apps? So in this question, we have 3 options which are more engaging, equally engaging, and less engaging. Based on the table and graph that we can see, students who prefer healthy food game apps are the majority, which are 25 respondents, and equal from the students who answered the option equally engaging, which are 25 respondents also. And the minority from the students who answered this survey is 13 respondents from the students who answered less engaging.
So for my part is question 8. Do you feel that healthy food game apps influence your eating habits? There are 3 options of answer. Firstly, yes, positively, and the respondent is 36. For the percentage is 57%. Secondly, no impact. The respondent is 25. For the percentage is 40%. Thirdly, yes, negatively. The respondent is 2. The percentage is 3%. Total of the respondent is 63 respondent. As you guys can see in the graph, majority choose yes positively and minority choose yes negatively.
So let's go to my part. Question 9. Do you think healthy food games apps provide educational value about nutrition? So you can see there are 4 options. Yes, formative, somewhat informative, not informative, and not sure. There is 63 respondent. With the majority choose yes, informative with 54%, and second somewhat informative 38%, not informative with 5%, and minority not sure with the 3%.
So we continue to question number 10. Question number 10, would you recommend healthy food game apps to others? So we have 3 options. Option number 1, yes. Option number 2, no. Option number 3, maybe. For option number 1, yes, we have 47 respondents, which is 75%. And option number 2, no, and we have 2 respondents and 3%. And option number 3, maybe, we have 14 respondents and 22%. So we can see in this graph, option number 1 is the highest, and option number 2 is the lowest, and option number 3 is average. So that's all from me, and that's all from our groups.